91-year-old Raimonda and her family live in the beautiful village of Oliena, Sardinia. The surrounding countryside is full of sheep and the occasional very free-range pig. The village is well known for its micro-bakeries, which make a special flatbread called Pane, carasau, or carta da musica in Italian. Of course, I had to see how they're made. Tundu Bakery specialises in making pane carasau. The dough is made with durum wheat flour, water, salt and yeast. The baking team first roll out the dough very thinly. Each disc is about 40 centimetres in diameter. The disc goes into a very hot oven and puffs immediately. It's flipped over and the ladies pull it from the oven. When there's a big enough pile, they're split into two. Then baked again until they're perfectly crispy. I was lucky enough to get a taste fresh from the oven. Pane carasau are used in all sorts of ways. To find out how, we took some to Raimonda, whose daughter Tonino with her husband Vincenza runs a home restaurant. But first Raimonda wants to prepare her maharrones pasta. She cracks in an egg. Tonino pours in around 125 ml of water. She's using around 400 grams of durum wheat flour or semola rimacinata. Raimonda had her own micro bakery for 20 years.
Facevo la pasta, poi avevo 15 ragazzi dalla regione. E gli ho insegnato a fare la pasta, il pane, tutto.
Raimonda kneads it for about 10 minutes until it is smooth.
Vedi come liscia, liscia, liscia.
The dough doesn't need to rest. She rolls out a rope and pulls off walnut-sized pieces. Tonino starts rolling out the macaroni, or maharrones in the local dialect. The ladies are using a ferro or metal rod. They're sufficiently experienced to roll two at a time on the rod. The ferro should be square-sided to stop the pasta sticking to the rod when it's rolled out with flat palms and fingers.
Ho fatto di tutto, andavamo a giappare il lavoro. Poi
A fare il grano.
A giappare il grano. Andavamo. E ti lascio smarrone.
Il marrone, la zappa.
La giappetta, a pala, a piedi.
Andavano a piedi e tornavano a piedi.
A piedi.
Sono chilometri?
Sì. Un cestino di pane, olio, senza altro niente. Formaggio non ce n'era, perché eravamo poveri.
Raimonda lays them on a beautiful basket called a zanisteda, which is traditionally used for drying pasta and bread.
Zanisteda.
Sì, così, brava. Ce lo capisci.
Raimonda and Vincenza reckon I should have a go.
Go ahead, Vicky.
Ok.
Ancora più forte.
Sì. Credo di sì.
Sì.
Andrea, vai spostati la macchina.
Sì.
La fai?
Bravissima.
Ok, va bene,
Sì.
grazie.
Vincenzo then tells us they can date the walnut sauce. It's mentioned in a novel published in 1899.
La ricetta che vi faremo vedere adesso, che Raimonda presenterà, ne parla di questa addirittura Grazia Deledda nel suo romanzo Il vecchio e la montagna nel 1899 e noi la faremo precisamente uguale ad allora.
Her image is on their menu, and I recommend you try this delicious pasta if you visit Oliena. Raimonda cooks the pasta in salted boiling water for around 3 minutes.
Bravissima.
Tonino cracks open some walnuts and then blitzes them to crumbs. She adds these to a frying pan. Then Raimonda spoons the pasta along with some pasta water into the frying pan. She cooks the pasta and walnuts together to form a thick sauce. Raimonda plates up a serving and sprinkles over some crushed walnuts. Cheese is not used. It was traded or sold in the olden days.
Ha capito adesso? Con le noci non le diciamo nucchetta.
Raimonda is our taste tester. This is a fantastic pasta dish.
Buonissimo. Buono, e saporito. Saporito.
Now remember the pane carasau? Tonina is showing us a way to make use of the pasta water.
Sono Tonina e ora vi preparo il pane frattau.
She's making pane frattau with grated aged pecorino cheese and a poached egg. She heats up some homemade passata. Tonina dips the flatbreads into pasta water to soften them. They're almost like an instant pasta. She spoons some of the warm passata onto a plate and layers the pane carasau with the passata and a generous sprinkling of the pecorino. Frattau means grated since it's made with grated pecorino. She repeats the process and tops it off with the poached egg and more passata. Originally this dish was a shepherd's lunch and the egg is a modern addition.
Il piatto è pronto. Il pane carasau ovviamente.
Breakfast. In Inghilterra questo è migliore per colazione.
Sì. Buona colazione allora.
Grazie.
Subscribe for regular helpings of Pasta Grannies and come back next week when we're in Campania with Maria and her family making triiti pasta with peppers, chili and garlic.